control me first, especially with the secondary one first. Okay. Thanks, Derek.
Okay, seeing none, we will close this public hearing. We'll move on to our regular session. We'll begin with a pledge of allegiance, after which we'll have an invocation by Council Member Carroll, and then I will conduct the roll call. If everybody would please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you this day that we could be here together, that we could be here with the business of governing our city, and please bless us tonight that we will have thy Spirit with us as we make decisions. Please bless those in our community that need thy aid and guidance. Please bless those of our public servants.
Okay, I'll now conduct the roll call. Councilmember Hunter?
Here.
Councilmember Holly?
Here.
Councilmember John?
Here.
Councilmember Carroll?
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor?
Here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Item number 2 is a period of time that we set aside for anybody that would like to address the mayor, the council, the senior staff in an open forum. And we would invite you to come forward at this time. We would ask you to state your name for the public record and limit your comments to 2 minutes. So we have an open mic if anybody would like to come up and address us. Seeing none, we will close the public comment period and we'll move on to item number 3, which is our city administrator's report.
I have nothing to report tonight, Mayor, except I really like that echo.
All right, thank you, David. We'll now move on to council reports. Now, start with Councilmember Hunter.
I have nothing to report tonight, Mayor.
All right, Councilmember Holly.
Just something quick, Mayor. Our beautification committee met for the first time this year, and it was just an initial meeting to discuss some of the things that we're going to be looking at in the upcoming year. We are going to start doing library classes again in the spring. We're finalizing some of the dates and what will be taught, and we also discussed some ideas about doing Arbor Day, and I brought some ideas at least up with David around that, but once we have more information finalized, I'll bring it up to you and the council. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you for that report. Councilmember John.
I have nothing to report, Mayor.
All right, boy, there's something going on tonight. All right. Councilmember Carroll.
Yeah, just one quick thing, and that is that it's the last few weeks of the session, so during this time, the League of Cities and Towns will put out calls to action. If you agree with the emails that they're sending on a certain item, I would encourage you to contact our legislators on those items, and those should come almost daily, so keep watch for those.
Okay. Councilmember Taylor.
Thanks, Mayor. Tonight we have the opportunity to vote on confirming a member on the Parks and Recreation Committee, Mr. David Bean. David Bean has probably been to the last 3 or 4 meetings, even before being appointed, so that's a good solid choice for us. Has a great interest in the city. I think he'll take over a little bit where Nick was on bike pass, maybe not quite as enthusiastically, but so I just urge you to take a good look at that and vote in favor of him. And then American Fork increased its population by 1 today. My daughter had a baby today. She lives down near the TOD, and big old baby boy. And so I just want to tell her congratulations, her and my son-in-law, congratulations, and welcome a new member of the city. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. For the mayor's report, I'd like to congratulate Grandpa here. You know, that is a pretty neat experience to be there, be with your children. You know, the only thing I would want to say, I had a really neat experience, and that's why I missed the last council meeting. I was in Washington, D.C. with one other mayor in our state and with the Transportation Committee. And, you know, I've never been into Washington, D.C. before in my life, so I took advantage of all the time that I could to see all the neat historical sites of our nation's capital. Highlighted was a personal tour by Senator Curtis, Senator Curtis, with an evening guide of the Capitol. And then, of course, there's Arlington. But as neat as that is, there was nothing neater for me than just to actually get on I-15 and hit that Main Street exit and get back into my hometown. So, nothing like being home. All right, with that being said, we'll now move on to the common consent agenda that consists of 4 items before you. I'll just ask if there have been any noted changes in the minutes. Okay. Any questions from the council? If not, I would entertain a motion on the common consent agenda.
Mayor, I'd move approval of the common consent agenda.
We have a motion by Councilmember Taylor.
Second.
Second by Councilmember John. Any discussion on the motion? Okay, I will call for a vote. Councilmember Carroll.
Aye.
Councilmember Taylor.
Aye.
Councilmember Holly.
Aye.
Councilmember Hunter.
Aye.
Councilmember John.
Aye.
Okay, item number 1 is a presentation and acceptance of an audit financial statement for fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024. Appreciate all the hard work. I mean, this is just really a culmination of a lot of things here. And I'm going to have you maybe just talk a little bit about the process and introduce our guest tonight.
Yes, good evening. In the packet is the financial statements for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024. As the mayor said, we are required by state law to have an audit. Larson & Company is our auditors. We reviewed the financial statements with our audit committee in January. It is a clean audit. There are no findings. And Elaine Gallo is here. She's a senior auditor with Larson & Company to review the opinions and also the communication with governance. And I'll turn the time over to her.
Honorable Mayor and City Council members, good evening. So I'm Colleen Gallo. I'm with Larson & Company. We're the auditors of the city for several years now, I believe. John Hatterley is our partner. He's usually the one who presents, but he's in Moab. But like what Anna said, he already went over in detail on the audit reports with the audit committee and discussed all of the reports with them. So for the sake of time and to not bore you guys in tears, I'll just keep this short and sweet. So I'll just go over the opinion on the audit. I think it's on page 14 of the financial statements, if you guys could go over that. It's the independent audit report. Keep going. I know, I think that's the...
That's the first section.
That's all Anna, by the way, so, no.
I
think it's actually at the very end. I see it in the packet as page 1.
It's the next page.
Yeah, yep. That one, yep. So under opinion, I think in the second paragraph that stated that the city has modified opinion. So this, oh, there you go. Sorry. You're good. So this is our first opinion on the financial statement audits and the only opinion on the financial statement audits. So this is really the main focus of our audit. It's presented fairly in all material aspects, meaning it's unmodified. There's no modifications, no adjustments or no deviations or no findings. And like what Anna said, it's a clean audit, so which is a good thing. And then the rest of our opinions will be found in the supplementary reports. Do you remember, Anna, what page the supplementary reports? Do you know what page those are?
The back of the financials. The end of the financial statement.
But yeah, for that one, so for in the supplementary report, the second report that we issue is that we've just done, it really states that what we've done in our audit and according to government auditing standards. So it dictates the city's controls and that we looked at it. We don't give an opinion over the controls on the internal controls over the financial reportings. We just want to make sure that the controls are there, functioning, and they exist. And your controls, the city's controls really dictate our audit procedures, and so if the city has good controls, then we do our normal procedures, specific procedures, certain procedures, but if they don't have good controls or if they don't exist, then we'd have to do more procedures. So that's the second report, and then the second opinion that we give on is on federal awards, which is like a separate audit on its own. It's a federal audit, but we do it in conjunction with a financial statement audit. The reason we do that is it makes it more efficient, our testing, and also it keeps costs down for the city.